Hello everyone and warm greetings. I'm Shivam and I'm a campus ambassador for the Kloudnine community. Well, we all have a different outlook on life. We tend to complain, we tend to prejudice. But here we have people who don't complain. That is where I introduce you to my very special friend, Mr. Aakash Bahinipati, who not only has a special outlook but enjoys life to the fullest. Hello Aakash, how are you doing for today?
I'm doing actually great.
Well, so we'll have a small conversation on various outlooks that you have, and if you're good to go, then we'll start.
Yes, we can start.
Alright. If your life right now had a title, what would you want it to be and why?
If my life had a title, and then it would be my great life or like my outstanding life. And why would I say that? Well, to be fair, positivity comes automatically to me. I don't force it, but also I don't suppress it. Whenever there's something sad in my life, I let it flow and the positivity automatically comes. There isn't really a big secret to that.
Well, that's such a positive attitude. I need to give you cheers for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
So, if your friends had a word to describe you, what do you think would they describe you as a friend?
They would describe me as kind-hearted and positive because, I'm really positive and I'm also kind and compassionate, and I always try to help my friends and whenever they are feeling stuck or just feeling lost or lonely, I support them, and that really makes them want to call me compassionate, kind, and positive.
Well, indeed, such good friends you have. What is the secret? Is there any secret to the positive attitude of your life?
There isn't really a big secret. It's just that I have gratitude in myself. I get a positive attitude. I also respond rather than react, which is the key to a positive life and to a positive outlook that can impact you positively. It can impact everyone positively.
Well, I believe if everyone had such a positive mind as you, then the world would have been such a better place to live in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on. If you had the chance to make a school, for example, if you are the principal or if you are the headmaster of a school, what would be one thing that you would like to have and one thing that you would not like to have?
One thing I would like to have is inclusion, because their background, their education, how, like, it doesn't really matter. We're in an environment where everyone feels included. It really is the best. It's the best environment. I tell you, it creates a positive environment, and that positive environment is essential for everyone. If everyone felt included, they would feel so special and they would feel confident in themselves. And I'm really lucky my own KIT International School has inclusion and a positive environment towards inclusion, and where everyone feels included, everyone feels special. One thing it will not have is comparison. In an environment where people are compared, they would feel less confident and they will judge themselves and prove themselves in some really negative ways. It wouldn't have bullying or body shaming, because we've all experienced bullying and body shaming at some point in our lives. Yet we never truly understand, and we still bully, which I tell you is really horrible, because bullying lowers someone's self-confidence and self-esteem. Bullying can severely impact the mental health of a person. It causes depression, and body shaming, that's equally horrible. Basically the same, I think the same effect, but a more like really horrible effect. It's really sad that people still bully, they still body shame. That's really hurtful to a person.
Well, noted, sir. Let's say that if there is a situation and if you had to do something like that, what would you possibly do? If you find someone being bullied, for example, then what do you think would you do as a person to prevent that?
I would first comfort him, and when I see someone bully that person again, I will be an upstander. I will stand up for him. I will defend him. I will make sure that that bully would never bully that person again. I would stand up, because being an upstander really helps. Being a bystander is absolutely the worst thing you could do. If we all become upstanders, this world would become a better place.
To all the bullies, watch out, because we have my special friend upstanding for the people. So, what motivates you on the days that you don't feel like doing anything? Like, for example, if you are having a bad day, what motivates you to keep going? What motivates you to keep doing things that you don't want to, or if you're not wishing to?
If you would ask that, then that's a really good question. You see, whenever there's a bad day, I really have gratitude. I comfort myself by saying, like, no, you are the best. Like I motivate myself, I encourage myself, I tell to myself, like, you are the best. You are good at you can do it. Like, I have that mindset, that positive mindset, and also I stay relatively calm. I have a positive mindset, and that really helps me in bad moments, bad situations.
So we'll have a small quick fire round.
Yes.
Where I'll require you to answer in within 2 seconds, 5 seconds, basically one word answers.
Of course.
So the first question goes as, would you prefer coffee or sleep?
Coffee. Okay. Since it's really tasty, it's really delicious, and yeah, it's a good beverage. It's a nice treat.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Actually, I feel like I'm quite an early bird, because I always maintain my schedule. I maintain my schedule in an efficient way.
So what would you say would be your comfort food? Something you would never have any objection to eating to at any point of the day or time?
It would be difficult to say like one food, but like my best comfort food would probably be sandwiches. They're really tasty. I like cheese sandwiches the most, and I also like some junk food. I also like burgers, like pizzas. I also like chocolates and cakes, brownies, you name it.
So what would be one thing that you cannot live without? Let's remove mobile phones and digital screens. What would something be that you cannot live without?
Actually, a book, like a good book, or a good game, like a good board game. I like chess. Chess is a game of skill. Yeah, that's what I wouldn't leave.
So if you could master one skill instantly, what do you want to master? Like, and why?
Skill.
Yeah.
Like I would want to be like business skill. If you're asking about future, my future, I want to be independent. I want to create a positive impact on our daily lives, on like someone's lives. So for me, I actually love history. So I aspire to become a historian, and I also love politics. Yeah, politics and administration and civics. So I would also love to become an IAS officer. Through that, I could create a positive impact for our community.
Let's come to a bit of Gen Z terms. Well, I'm sure you are a fan of Marvel, DC, any comic that can be there in the future for now. So let us assume that there is a movie which represents you. Which actor or actress or anyone from the any industry, acting industry, would you want to portray you as a person in the movie?
Like as a person in the movie?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Daniel Radcliffe would, that Harry Potter star, I think he would portray me well.
Well, I see you are a Potterhead now that I see you.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, if you woke up one day and you find yourself in a Superman movie, or maybe a superpower movie, maybe Marvel, maybe DC, anything, which movie would you select? And which star would you want to represent? Which super character would you like to represent?
Like if you would say a superhero series, then I think Marvel. I like MCU universe. It's really interesting, and there are like many characters like Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Iron Man. But like if you would say I would become a Superman, like with like I would probably become Spider-Man, since that would be really interesting. I would do everything. I would have the skill. I would be more dexterous, and he has real superpowers. That really interests me.
So should I consider Spider-Man as your favorite?
I think you should.
Okay. So would you want to know what's mine?
Yes.
Could you guess what is mine?
I guess Iron Man.
Close enough, but yeah, I am a big fan of Steve Rogers, who is more commonly referred to as Captain America. But again, the Avengers are the Avengers, and I'm waiting forward to look for the Avengers Doomsday, which is coming. I'm sure you know of it. So if you say that there is any one person like in your life who has influenced you the most, who would it be, and why would you say that they became an influence to you?
If you would say influence, I think my mother would be an influence, because she helps me become positive and have basically good thoughts. Basically, to think positive. Yeah, that's really amazing.
So if there was one advice, like if there was a time machine, for example, and if you could travel back in time to your younger self, what advice would you give him? What advice would you give to your younger self from the future?
From the future, what advice would I give to my younger self? It would be think positively, think deeper, search deeper, and basically that's it.
So I heard, as you mentioned, that you have like an ambition to become an IAS officer because you want to make an impact. If you had a chance to become an IAS officer, what would you change first? For example, if you are taking India, not only India, but as the world as a whole, then what would be one thing that you would like to change as an officer, as a representative of the people?
I would suggest like for people to be more kind, compassionate, because kindness costs nothing, and it can truly create a positive, it could truly create a positive impact. It would create a really good impact. It would be compassion that truly changes a person's heart.
So we'll move on to the penultimate segment of the our interaction. Basically, I'll ask you, what would your message be for all the Cloud9ers, all the onlookers, those who are watching this interaction right now? What would your message be to them?
First of all, I would like to thank Cloud9 for sponsoring our podcast. They've done a really wonderful job. And if I would have a message, it would be kind, be compassionate to everyone, and also think positive. Because once you start thinking positive, miracles happen. They will receive whatever they want. And also, don't chase for anything. Just let the process flow. Yeah, basically go with the flow. And be kind. Kindness costs nothing. It can it could create a positive world, a positive environment, and kindness is the number one thing that truly matters.
Well, indeed, such a positive attitude and mindset.
Yes.
Thank you, Aakash. It was indeed a very good conversation, and I'm looking forward to more.
Yeah, you're
to
welcome.
all the onlookers, well, Cloud9 is not going to stop. Well, stay tuned for we are coming with more podcasts very shortly. Thank you.